something. He didn't know what, and didn't want to waste time dissecting it. He had to remain focused. Get to Paris, find a room for a few days, get messages to the code-breaking divisions of the French and British governments. One or the other would hire him. They had to. It was Russia's best hope. Yevgeny settled back in his seat with a grunt, reaching for the bag stuffed under his seat. Zivon narrowed his eyes as his brother opened it, unable to think why he'd find it necessary to get his satchel out now. Another grunt, and Yevgeny shoved the bag at him. That, at least, was easy to understand. He'd pulled out Zivon's bag, not his own. There, right on top, was the photo album he hadn't let out of arm's reach in weeks. Sentimentality, everyone would think. They'd be partly right. He rested a hand on the smooth leather cover, stared at it, through it, without really thinking about either the photos within or the encrypted message he'd stored behind the portrait of Batya and Matushka. He was still watching his brother. Watching as Yevgeny, humming as though all was right with the world, settled his own bag in his lap. Watching as he drew from his pocket the identification papers he'd managed to procure for them, with false names. Watching as he slid the passport into the bag. But not just the passport. The edge of another paper peeked out. Fast as a snake, Zivon shot out his arm and grabbed the bag strap before Yevgeny could shove it down to the floor again. Slow as a tiger's crouch, he lifted his eyes to his brother's. They didn't look alike, not really, but they had the same eyes. Batya's eyes. And Yevgeny's burned now with the same temper that had made their father a noted fist-fighter, but an officer who never advanced as far as he should have in the Imperial Army. His brother growled. "What are you doing, Zivon?" He switched his words to Russian. "What are you doing, Zhenya? Where were you when the train stopped to take on water?" It couldn't be anything big, anything important. Perhaps he'd found a girl to charm. He always did. It couldn't be anything real. But Zivon was keenly aware of that encrypted message under his own hand, of the knowledge that somewhere in this region German officers were rumbling about mutiny, and somewhere a Prussian soldier sympathetic to the Bolsheviks had told Lenin about them. Yevgeny snorted a laugh in that way he always did when he was trying to put Zivon off the scent of something. He opened his mouth, but no words came out. Or if they did, they were lost under the sudden screeching of metal on metal. The floor beneath them bucked, the car pitched, the soft snores from 2 seats behind them turned to screams. His own joined them. Screams to God, screams for his brother, screams of pain. Then darkness swallowed the train whole. Chapter 1. Thursday, 28th of March, 1918. Mayfair, London, England. Lillian Blackwell held her breath and inched along the wall, praying with every footfall that Mamma wouldn't look up, that the hurried explanation she'd offered the housekeeper would suffice, that she'd be able to slip out the door without the need for any more lies to slip past her lips. She put a hand over the camera in her pocket to keep it from banging against her leg. Mamma had ears as sensitive as a rabbit's, and prepared for the most dangerous part of her escape, darting past the open drawing-room doorway. As she edged a little closer, she caught her sister's gaze inside the room. Ivy, blue eyes twinkling, pressed her lips against a smile and turned to their mother. "So, who's coming for dinner tonight, Mamma? Officers, gentlemen, or both?" Bless her. Lily waited until her mother...